What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Oh, shit. Thank y'all for coming out, y'all. Fuck Corona. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, I'm not scared of Corona. Nigga, I take the Cicero bus every day. I'm immune to that shit. If that don't kill me, nothing will. God, it looks so weird, all y'all with y'all fucking masks on, but I see y'all smiling. It's cool, it's cool. I'm back to work. Make some noise, you working again. Make some noise, you working again. RIP to unemployment. Oh, God. Right. Quickest way I ever got savings in my life. Shame. Anyway, I'm a server. Duh. I went back to work in July. I work at a very prestige restaurant. It's one of the top restaurants in the city, matter of fact. It's a little place called the OG. That's a cool way to say Olive Garden. Yeah, so I'm a server at the Olive Garden. And at the Olive Garden, we have a lot of awkward moments. I had an awkward moment just the other week, as a matter of fact. I was taking care of this table, right? And there's this little kid. And, I asked the table, hey guys, you want some dessert? And of course, the little kid responds. He says, oh, I want a dessert. I'm like, come on, man. What can I get you? And he said, I want a brownie. Hey, you're brown. Is it okay if I call you Brownie? And as you can imagine, the parents were terrified. They're like, oh shit. We don't know where you got this from. And the first thought that came to my mind was, oh my God, I'm gonna get a good tip now. Like, whoa, shit, I don't gotta work hard no more. This is perfect. Thank you, God. Low-key, I wish the kid would have said the N-word so I could pay my rent that day, Like, come on, Blake, give me a good hard R, I'll give you 2 brownies for a slur. Just get me out this hole. But man, being a server at Olive Garden is cool. It's weird, at the same time, because you get the weirdest customers. I get weird tips every day. Sometimes I get a phone number. One time I got a church pamphlet. Let me tell you about the weirdest tip I got. I was taking care of these table full of 2 ladies, it's cool. They loving me, I'm loving them. They're giving me shots and shit. And oh, this is dope. So I'm hanging at the lobby right away from my next table. One of the moms walk up. She said, psst, hey Mike, I got a little something for you. And she put her hand out. Oh shit, what could it be? A 20, maybe a number. I'll take a shit with mom. I don't give a fuck. She opens her hand, puts it in mine. And when I open my hand up, it was shrooms. I guess you guys don't even hear me. This suburban white mom dropping 2 shrooms in the middle of fucking Olive Garden. And I took them right there. Because, fuck it, this is better than my benefits package. I don't give a damn. And listen, taking shrooms while working at a restaurant was cool until you go on a bad trip. I was having fun until a lasagna told me I wasn't making good life choices. Damn, lasagna, you keep it real as fuck right now. Man, it's been good for me though. I finally got my own place for the first time in my life. Since the day I was born, actually. Yeah, bro, I remember since the day I was fucking born. I got my own spot. God. This whole Corona shit, man, it changed my whole perspective. I couldn't look for roommates after this. Think about it. If you look for a roommate right now, the first question you have to ask is, can I live in a house with this person for 5 months straight? That's a serious ass question. My last roommates fucking sucked. First of all, I lived with 5 people, okay? It was me, a Puerto Rican, a white dude, and an Arabic couple with their kid. And together we call ourselves College Brochure. Hello, my name is Mike and I major in criminal justice. I had to move out there, they weren't that bad, but my neighbors sucked. You ever had a shitty neighbor? I had a shitty neighbor. His name's Mr. Rosen. That nigga's my mortal enemy to this day. That's why I hate Mr. Rosen. One day I was upstairs, right? We got the top floor. I'm chilling with my roommates, we're laughing, having a good time. Then we hear a knock on the door. It's Mr. Rosen. We open the door. He said, hey guys, you're making too much noise. You mind keeping it down a little bit? I'm like, oh yeah, my bad, Mr. Rosen, we'll keep it down. Sorry for the disturbance. He was like, cool, no problem. By the way, who lives in that room over there? And he points at my room. Then he says, whoever it is, tell him I can hear him jacking off. And I know how he does it. What? Ever since that day, I hated this nigga. I just don't like Mr. Rosen. I'm like, how can I get payback on this old Jewish man? One day it was a cold winter. Very cold, like a blizzard. And I'm upstairs. I look outside my window, and I notice Mr. Rosen locked himself out the house. And I just stared at him. I was jacking off, of course. This payback makes me come. This is the Southernplayalistic show. Get up for that nigga Jamal. He's not from the South, but it's all cool though. I'm from the South. I'm from Florida. Yeah, second Florida boy. Florida's, as you know, Florida doesn't give a fuck about the coronavirus. That is very true. Back in May, my best friend, I knew since high school, she was having a graduation party from college. And, you know, it was a party, nobody was wearing a mask, nobody was social distancing. And she took a group picture with my friends, and she sent it to me. She said, hey, Mike, we really missed you. And I looked at the picture like, ooh, I'm gonna miss you too. Nice knowing you guys, I guess. It's like, get some new friends in Chicago. Man, but this whole, like, even coronavirus, that wasn't the biggest thing during this whole, like, summer, though. The protesting. Like, I went to my first protest, guys, like, the first time in my life. It was a very monumental protest because I may not have possibly had assaulted a cop. Yeah, that shit was crazy. All right, so this is how it went down. We're all trying to get to Trump Tower, and of course there's a long, like a barricade of cops. And you know, like that's this trend of like white people making a line to like protect the black people. Let me tell you something right now. White liberals make the worst offensive line. These guys fucking suck. They get blocked for shit. They just set their hands out. Why do white liberals gotta be so fucking skinny? You know, like we never have like a white liberal like Brian Urlacher. No, we all got fucking Iggy Pop trying to guard the brain. Like, you guys fucking suck. We got Trump rally next week. God damn it. But anyway, the cops like getting at me, you know, like off instinct, it's my instinct to hit back. So I like had a tiger palm like, pah! And it knocked the helmet off a cop's head. And I know it did because I saw his bald head. Now, let me tell you guys something. If you knock a head off a bald dude, they will get angry. You got mad like, I'm gonna fucking find you! I'm gonna fucking find you! And my friends like pulled me back, like, come on, like, we gotta go, Mike. And the funniest part was when this random white chick walked up to me and said, good fight, man! Oh, God. I'm in dating more. Well, I got a girlfriend now, but I used to date a lot. It sucks. Why is that funny? I'm a sexy man. No. I used to date when I was broke. That's embarrassing, guys. You ever like date when you broke? Expose your whole lifestyle. I was on a date with this girl. Like, hey girl, you hungry? Let's get something to eat. She's like, ooh, I'm hungry. I was like, oh yeah, let's get something to eat. Let's go. I'm like, what you want? She said, ooh, I want some hibachi. I'm like, hibachi? That's a funny way to say Wendy's. Come on, let's go to hibachi and get you a nice frosty on me. But I remember the worst date I had. I was on a date with this, this black chick, right? And she was gorgeous, like drop dead gorgeous. She had like the Jada Pinkett cut from the 90s. She was like smart, she was beautiful, and she was woke. But she kept on drinking, and she got way too woke. Right? We were just chilling, having a conversation, and in comes this white dude, and he's wearing no shoes. To the point that it triggers her to yell out loud, "I hate white people!" And don't get me wrong, I do too. But what made it awkward was that our server was like right there. And she looked at me, and I looked at her, and I was like, damn, now I gotta leave her a good tip.